All right, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for joining me here today. Lions Talk Live. We got a video breakdown. You guys have been asking for it for a while. Detroit Lions defense, how good is it going to be in the upcoming season? I think we got compelling evidence as to why the Detroit Lions will be one of the NFL's top defenses. Let's see what you have to say. Watch the video and let me know your thoughts at the end of it. But my guess is Detroit Lions are going to be bringing the pain throughout 2024/25. Let's get into the video. All right, here we're going to go through the plays. Now, here we're going to see against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this is going to be the playoff game. You got Mayfield dropping back. He's not sure where the blitz is coming from, and because the 24-25 lines are going to be all about creating confusion. Here's the next play. Because of the confusion, you saw where the arm just kind of hesitates just for a second there, and I threw it at you a second time just so you could see Mayfield, clutch, double clutch, and throw in a little late coverage. Now, because of the constant blitzing, he's a little off with it. Kirby Joe tries to get rid of the ball. He throws it farther than he should because he wants to avoid the INT. Mayfield here, dropping back to pass, blitzing all day long. This is at the end of the playoff game. Derek Barnes jumps from underneath. He's not anticipating it, but if he holds on just a shade longer, it's like the fan said, man, just that close. And you see how it hypes up this team. You see how everybody's jumping up and down. Here you get against the Minnesota Vikings. Constant blitzing throughout the game. You know what? Gets him to throw off without the quarterback, Millens, having his feet set. That time the Lions didn't blitz, but they did overload one side and force him to roll out. Didn't get his feet set, and because of it, not quite the zip on the pass. And again, Kirby Joseph's jumping on it. Here you can see the flush from one side. He steps up in the pocket, doesn't get the back foot set, so he doesn't quite have the arm strength. And what do you got? You got Kirby Joseph racing down the sideline with another interception for the Detroit Lions. Think about this in the upcoming season. How much better this secondary is going to be. How much better the blitzing is going to be because of the personnel. I think you're going to see a wave more sacks and a wave of more interceptions. Against the Saints, again, we flush them out of the pocket, and it's just a little off. What's it lead to? A Brian Branch interception because the quarterback has to escape the pocket, doesn't have time to get the feet set, and it's a game of inches in the NFL. This pass is just inches off from being an easy completion. You could throw some blame at the receiver for dropping it, but you know what? That's what this Detroit Lions defense is going to do next season. They're going to be the Legion of Boom, the Legion of Groom, whatever you want to say. It is going to be pain for the other team. Here you got Hutchinson coming off a delayed blitz, hits the Atlanta quarterback, and down the ball goes. And give him credit for recovering it. But I think you're going to see 4 quarters of this throughout the season. You got Hutchinson, you got Campbell, you got everybody coming after him. Wilson, another blitz, not expecting him from the backside. The Lions read the formation. And again, I get we've already gone through this play, but hey, here you go. Who doesn't like seeing this one to get with Isaiah Bugs? Man, the dude should have lateraled there. But you see how it pumps up the fans. You see how it pumps up the defense. You see how everybody reacts to the energy on the field. The opposing offense doesn't know what to do. And what do you got? You got a boisterous Ford Field crowd getting into it, and that's going to further exacerbate the problems for any team coming into Ford Field next year. You got the fans hyped, and here you got against the Panthers. Hey, we all remember this play. Hutchinson, I don't know if you can credit Aaron Glenn for the defense, the call there. Hutchinson, a heck of a play. And when you put playmakers in a position to make plays, you get playmaker abilities. Hutchinson makes the pick, and here we go. But this is your 2025-24 Detroit Lions. They're going to be coming after quarterbacks, running backs, the families in the stands. They're going to be this big, this bad. They're coming all day long. I'm anticipating huge sack numbers and a ton of interceptions for the Detroit Lions. Against Herbert, you see him roll out, but because of the delayed blitz of Anzalone, he's got to throw before his feet are set, and guess what? Another interception for the Detroit Lions. Think about how many interceptions this team nearly had but dropped, especially the NFC title game. Maybe some better personnel out there. The Lions are in the Super Bowl, and that's what I think you're going to get this upcoming season. I think you got the Lions looking to beat down every team out there. Some are saying the Lions are going to have a pullback season. I'm predicting, Dan O'Damas is predicting, the Lions are going all the way to Super Bowl, and they're going to win it. They might not have a top 10 defense, but I think like this play here against Fields, They're going to bully ball the heck out of every team. They're going to put the ball on the ground because the other team's quarterback must go down. And as we all know, that quarterback must go down hard. You're going to see Hutchinson, Ali McNeil, DJ Reader, Marcus Davenport, amongst other players coming in. Who knows? Maybe Brian Branch will end up with 8 or 9, maybe 10 sacks this year, because I think the blitzes are coming from everywhere. They're going to confuse most teams, and most teams are going to be unable to keep up. It's going to be track meet, basketball / football out on the field. You're going to have blitzing and pressing all day long. I'm liking it. The Lions' powerful offense is going to get a whole lot more powerful because of the interceptions, because of the sacks, the forced fumbles. Again, you force Mullins to step up into the pocket here. He's a little bit off, a little bit late because of the constant blitzing for 4 quarters. He's seeing the bells are ringing in his ears. He's been knocked down often. So you know what? Over the course of the game, the accumulation of those hits, they start adding up. And here you see Mullins escapes the pocket, doesn't get the feet set, throws a wobbling duck, and you know what? That duck doesn't have enough power to get there. And you know what? Just go down, Iffy Melifano. Just go down because this game is over, Mean Gene Oakland. And even Dan Miller's going to point out the game's over. Iffy Melifano, I think what the Detroit Lions and Aaron Glenn have done, they've put together, along with this draft, guys who cover, guys who hit, and guys who fly to the ball. We all remember this pick by Brian Branch at the start of the year against the Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champion, and I think you're going to see more and more of that. Passes, being rushed, lanes, being a little bit over-jumped by the DBs. And let's be honest, that pass is just a minute amount behind the receiver. And because of it, it's a house call going the other way for the Detroit Lions. Off the shoulder pad, and there he goes, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the end zone for 6 points. And you know what? This Lions team, I think, is going to have so much energy because the hype on offense, the hype on defense, the way they're going to be infectious to each other. This is going to be a team of destiny. This is going to be a team that goes all the way to the Super Bowl. And again, I know we showed this play earlier, but you see what happened to Mayfield. He's getting blitzed. He's getting rushed. He doesn't have time to read the adjustments in the back half of the defense. And what do you know? It ends a playoff game with yet another interception. This Detroit Lions team is going all the way to the Super Bowl. And woo! Yes, they're going to have some grit. I hope you're ready for it. We're just a couple months away from kickoff. Leave your comments and thoughts about the Detroit Lions defense. How many sacks, how many interceptions is going to happen this year? We'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live.
Happy trails to you until